It's one of the best decisions ever made.
You can't choose this gender over a baby.
What? No, where are you going now?
Stop telling.
Too far.
Too far. Come back. What's up, guys? What's up?
Welcome to episode 5 of So You Have an Opinion.
So I have an opinion.
And we have more opinions today. Because it's not just you and I.
We have two very, very lovely ladies who are actually going to agree with men for the first time ever in life.
And then talk to all you ladies to try to make you all agree with us.
Exactly.
Yeah. See? Our motto is change the world one woman at a time.
We have Ntombi. We have
you for coming.
Coco.
Coco.
And
Let's go
Alicia.
with Coco and Alicia, my wife. Coco, please tell us what's your name.
My name is Nana.
I actually like it. I actually like Coco.
I like it.
I like Coco.
I
know,
I like
I'm excited
And she
it.
came up with it. She's gonna share the story
And
now.
it has
She
nothing to
actually
do with her
named me
name.
Coco.
And it has nothing to do with her name.
Yeah,
Nothing,
that's how I like
absolutely
it.
nothing.
Because it has
So
Wow.
tell us your real name first.
Are you gonna put me under the spotlight like that? Okay.
Literally.
Fun fact. I have the longest name. My name is Ntombi Zakiti. Very traditional.
Yeah.
Every time somebody says my name, I feel like going.
Yeah.
That
Rolls
long.
off the tongue nicely.
That long. I don't like my
Tom
name.
Zagit.
I don't like my name.
Okay, do they call you by your name when you go
No
home?
one calls me that. No one.
Okay, so what do your family members call you?
Nana.
Nana.
Because I swear to you, even at work, my name is Nana.
Where does Nana come from?
She doesn't know.
Oh, Nana.
Oh,
What's my name?
Nina. I swear to you, that's
knew.
all I know.
so it has nothing to do
I
with
don't
all
think
your
there's a very
names.
cute story behind it that I doubt.
It sounds like a motherly name. Like
Yeah.
you know, like
call me
calling
Nana.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Come here, Nana.
It does. Because
Yeah.
like I call Robert. Come here, Nana.
Nana. Yeah.
Sweet,
And then it
yeah.
just became your name.
Am I
Yeah.
too old for? I think we should just to Coco.
Okay, let's stick to
Coco.
Coco.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a bunch of opinions. We actually trying to get women's opinions, like we said we would in episode 3. And so here we are, not outnumbering women anymore
Exactly.
with our biased opinions.
Exactly.
But before we go into it, don't forget to subscribe.
The sharp,
Hit the
please.
sharp.
And the subscribe button there, down there.
And click the bell.
I feel like you've always wanted to say that.
Yeah, please make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you get notified when we drop an episode.
And thank you for watching all the previous episodes.
Yes,
Call all your family members, all your colleagues, everyone to tune in and watch the new episodes as
share
well.
the links, guys. Share the links. People need to hear what we have to say.
I was gonna ask a question. Why do you think that
I don't
you're
think
gonna get time when you are ready for a relationship? You're never ready for a
I'll
relationship.
ever be ready for a relationship. I'm done.
So you don't want?
I don't want to commit.
Fine.
I don't want.
It's such a shame to be a traditional woman and not want to be in a relationship.
Listen. As much as I was raised with values and everything, and I'm such a traditional woman, and I know there's a gender role, and as much as there's that and that and that, that's me. I believe that there are roles for women and men, and that's me. But for me, as Coco, I don't want a relationship at this point.
So if a guy
Not
comes to
because-
you now
No.
and you are actually interested in the guy,
peace.
well, no, I'm asking you like genuinely.
I'm being
You're
genuine
saying
with you
peace
right
to
now.
what? To the
I
relationship
don't
or
want
the
to be in a
guy?
relationship. I don't want to commit. Maybe someday I'll look back to this and be like, oh my god, when I'm with my boy. But at this point right now, I just came out of a very bad relationship, and before that I was in
you
very
see,
bad.
that's where I was going.
But
That's exactly where I was going.
Take you with me on
wait.
my journey. Now listen, let me take you with me on my journey. Okay.
Okay.
You have something to say?
Yeah. I think you saying, oh, peace, I don't want it, blah, blah, blah. Just don't do that. Because at this point, yes, you're hurting from a
No, I'm
past
not.
relationship.
I'm just
or
done.
You got all your walls up, is what you have.
Yeah.
Don't
I
say
get it.
never, because
Because they could be
they
a good
could be
guy.
a good
like
guy,
right in
and
front
now
of you.
serious,
Okay.
like, because every one of us here would have experienced that bad point where you're like, frick, I don't want to see that other gender ever again.
Yeah.
I'm done, and I'm only gonna be like, yeah, I just wanna. By the way, 3 months. I'm done. I can't commit. But don't say I never wanted, because you may put off a really good guy because of you being afraid.
Challenge accepted, okay? Listen.
Okay, I'm not ready now. Is what you're gonna say from now on.
No. Listen, challenge accepted. There's a reason why I'm saying this.
Okay, go.
I started dating when I was. Okay, so I didn't start dating for the long. In my high school days, I didn't start dating until I was finished with high school because I think I was very ugly. No, I didn't care.
What?
How can you even say that?
No, because boys didn't approach me, and it never bothered me until I got into university, and then I started getting approached, and then guys was like, "Oh, okay, guys like me." So I started dating when I was 18.
Okay.
And then I dated this guy who broke my heart, and then I was like, oh, maybe okay, first time, and then I dated this guy. I gave this guy my virginity. So it's like, okay, the reason why he left is because, and then we had sex, and then I was 19. It was my birthday. I was supposed to turn 20, so I had sex with this guy. I was like, oh my god, soulmate. He left immediately, like a month after that, and I broke. It really broke. That I was not only was I broken, I was shattered.
Understandably, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I had given him. Okay, girls know this. Every girl has the story, right?
Every girl, yeah.
Okay.
Well, most girls.
And then, for a while I didn't date, and then eventually I dated somebody who was abusive, right?
Okay.
And then he had anger problems. He was at some point when he was very abusive when he was drunk, and this is like I'm dead honest. Like I can show you pictures of these people I'm talking about.
Okay.
They know that. So I dated this guy whenever he was drunk. I remember because I went to university in University of Zululand, so you know that we don't necessarily have race. There is race, but you know. So I rented a space, and I remember being kicked out of that room because the guy came over and he kicked the door, shattered all the windows because he wanted to come in because he thought I wasn't opening up for him because I was with someone, right? He was that abusive.
Yeah.
So I got out of that relationship. I got into a relationship with this other guy, right? And this guy was loving and sweet, and I was like, oh my god, this is it. This is it. And the guy wasn't working for 2 years.
The 2 years one.
Yeah, for 2 years the guy wasn't working. I provided everything, and at the beginning of the relationship I felt like it was right because he was treating me right, and I've been dating all these shitty guys, and I thought this is it, so I can provide for him because he's unemployed, because I got to.
Yeah, I'm interested in this 2-year guy. Was he trying to get a job or trying to
he
get?
wasn't, no.
Oh.
And at that time it didn't bother me because I felt like the love and the attention he was giving me was more than enough because I knew where I was coming from.
Okay.
So at that moment it didn't bother me.
Okay.
Until I was like, "Hi, bo." Nothing is changing. And then it pissed me off how he got so comfortable with that, because he used to he went as far as just started asking me for money, and he got 1.5 for this,
and that would make sense why she goes, my money is my money, you know.
And then from that, that's when I knew every relationship I've tried never worked.
I think the space you're coming from is like, I've been with bad guys and I haven't, I've been treated like shit, and then I've been with a good guy and I still don't get treated.
It's just
you
haven't met a guy.
You haven't met someone
and it's
that's
so clear to me that at this point I'm 25, you guys. I started dating when I was 18.
What?
I'm listen.
What? You haven't seen anything.
Listen. For a person who is start at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, for 7 years. I'm single today because I've tried it. It didn't work. I know.
You haven't tried anything.
You haven't tried everything.
Let me give you a scenario. Let me give you an example that I've been through. I'm 30 this year. Well, 31 this year. Okay? This guy, please don't dance, okay? I'm telling you, 31 this year. And my past was never great when it comes to relationships.
And you still feel like you deserve.
Exactly.
Ew.
He's a hopeless romantic.
I'm the good guy that you haven't met.
Yes.
Wait, what? No.
Listen.
It's weird now because you know too much, so no.
Well, then there's brutal honesty. That's it. That's what the world needs.
I like it when you say what I like.
We've had serious relationships before we got married. And we both at some point got hurt in those relationships.
I was doing most of the hurting, to be fair.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't have said it, but okay, since he wants to be so brutally honest.
Yeah.
And like, before friend, every guy that I dated cheated on me. Every single one of them. It keeps up that whole, hey, you know what? Now when you're with someone, is it gonna happen? You gotta think, because how can every person you date cheat on you? Like at some point you think, hey, is something wrong with me?
That's why it's
you guys are failing to understand the fact that not all of us are gonna live a happily ever after.
I get that.
No, but we all were in that space.
That's very true.
We all were in that space.
At least if you want to date.
You gotta keep yourself vulnerable to the point like
when?
No, like now you have to keep your guard up. And even if you do meet someone that you see, hey, you know what, I actually think I might like this person. I know where I've come from, so I'm not gonna just go at it because I've been hurt. But at least give him the benefit of just a little bit, just to see what he can come up with. You tell him, hey, you gotta work, I'm not supporting you. You can say all those things that you feel, because this is what you're feeling, you know what you come from. So he knows, he's got an expectation now. He knows.
I hope you're not saying she must have a list, because
just like
you can say whatever. You need to know this. Maybe next year. This year,
definitely not.
I'm not even trying.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
It's good to focus on you. So I'll share.
But don't do that and block your blessings.
Yeah, don't do it.
Because you never know.
Maybe
you're gonna have to take out a Friday night.
Don't do that to me.
At a friend's place. Do the podcast.
Let me tell you something. We always stayed friends. So we dated at one point in our life, but it was just like this whatever thing.
Okay.
And when we got back together and we decided we're gonna be serious about it, in the space between that, we were still friends. We were good friends. So just talk to each other now and then.
Okay.
And then I'll probably just be like, hey, go away, I don't talk to you. And then it went back and forth like that.
But I respect the fact that you're saying you're taking time for yourself.
Do both of you agree with the narrative of my body, my choice?
My body, my choice.
But this is actually linked to what she was talking about just now.
You don't have no opinion, nothing to say about anything that I do with my body. Nothing. Whether I choose to walk around naked, whether I choose... Obviously, it's my body, I need to respect it. Whether I choose to write tattoo all over, you have nothing to say about it. Whether you feel like it's temple of God or what, you have no opinion. None whatsoever.
Okay.
Whether you're my parents, my friends, or you don't. It's my body.
In the context of abortion?
Oh, that's deep. Oh, that's deep.
Okay, let's assume you're not in the space you are at now in terms of relationships, right?
Yeah.
You have a good guy. You both have a good
I love
relationship.
kids so much. I can't. That's deep. But then again, it's like I said, if you, it's your body, man.
Okay, can
I'm not saying it's okay,
I ask the question, because obviously I feel very differently about this.
Okay.
Say one of these booty calls.
You know how I feel about kids.
Happen.
You know how I feel about kids. You know.
No. Let me finish. So,
okay.
A mistake happened within this, and now it's led to a pregnancy, right? And he knows he's just a booty call, so he's gonna tell you, well, I don't want your baby, and I want you to abort it. Are you gonna do it?
No, never. You know how I feel about kids, me specifically.
I know.
So never. So I grew up.
So now say you had the baby, and this guy wants maintenance. Are you gonna?
I'm gonna stand.
You're gonna ask him for maintenance.
No, like, let me tell you something. This is actually very serious for me, because I think you know this. I was raised by a single mother. My father was in jail. Okay, he left, and then he came back, and then he went to jail. And then my stepfather was around, but he wasn't around. Yeah, but he was around. And I don't know my grandfather. My sister's kids. So sorry to drag you into this, but my sister's kids, she has 5 kids, no baby daddy.
Okay.
1 baby daddy, but none is there.
Okay.
Like, no one is supporting her, and she's doing it all by herself. So I was unfortunately, I grew up witnessing everybody in my family raising their kids on their own.
Okay.
So you're okay with
I think
that?
I can do it. Yeah, there's nothing.
She's not okay with this. She's accepted it.
She's
For me, it's normal.
Yeah.
I see nothing.
No, I'm saying in the context of if
it's not
I'm
normal.
saying in the context of if this booty call led to that, and you're not gonna go and ask this guy for maintenance. You're
if
gonna
he
raise
doesn't
a
want to
baby
be
on
part
your
of
own.
it, it's okay.
Okay.
What if he comes back after years?
I will stab him.
No, it doesn't happen.
If it happens that I'm pregnant, it's your baby. Oh no. And then 5 years you come back,
But what if he's changed at that point?
Yeah. It's gonna change.
No, what if he's changed? Like
his views has changed.
Like his views has changed, and he realizes actually I am so wrong for not wanting to be a part of this kid's life.
Can I tell you something? I grew up. My mom and I'm the fourth kid, right? So my dad was around 1, 2, 3, and then he left when I was 2, right? So I was raised. I love my dad for dear life. I love him so much. He knows he's in jail. I visit him all the time. But he was never there for me because my mother raised us not to hate our father. Just like
That's good.
So I think I can make an exception that it's your father. If you wanna go see him,
and I think that's really good because the thing is. And it's sad, but it's true, and it happens in both. I mean, I can't speak for white people, but I mean, you can speak for black people, and I can speak for Indians. A lot of the times, the dads are absent, right? But there comes a time where dad realizes, hey, actually, I like my kid. I want to be around my kid. And I'm really proud of the moms. I'll speak for like some of the moms that I know who have allowed dads to be there even after these couple of years, because you're giving that child that opportunity to be with their parent. They can make the choice afterwards. They can make the choice.
Imagine your child hating you because you deprived them of an opportunity to have a relationship with his father.
Yeah, and
because
especially
his father was a jerk.
but I think it's sad when yes, he's been absent. Now he gets this realization that, hey, I think I want to be a part of this kid's life. Goes to the mom. Yes, she is allowed to feel all the anger she's been feeling. Because, I mean, freaking, I raised this child by myself all along. You were being a douche all along.
No, she is allowed.
But, and I think it takes a lot for her. But that moment when she says, well, you know what? I'll give you that chance. Don't mess it up. And be there for your kid.
Yeah, it's a hard.
It's a hard. So I mean, and it also depends on the situation she's put in.
Yeah.
I'm referring to this double standard, right? As in reference to my body, my choice. For example, you're in a relationship, everything is going well, and you fall pregnant, and if your husband says abort the child, and you have no issues with him, will you do it?
No.
Can I share something?
Yeah.
I have a friend, right? So we lived from 2016 to 2019. I lived in Pangeni, right? So my friend dated a guy from there in Pangeni, and she was dating this other guy from where she lived back home. There, she was in a relationship before she came to varsity. So when we got to varsity, she started dating this other guy, but she was still with the guy. Until she got pregnant, right, with this new.
Right.
And then she's got other guy on
and
that
then
end.
It's like, I know we've been through a lot with the other guy. I can't do this to him, so she had to abort. It was that situation where she really, she likes the baby, but she has to baby or boyfriend, baby, and she chose
the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Are they still together? If you know.
I distanced myself pretty much after that. You
very
can't
good.
choose.
Yeah.
Very good.
You see, that's one of the best decisions ever.
You can't choose this gender over a baby.
What? No, where are you going now?
Stop telling it.
Too far.
Too far. Come back.
What she should have done is own up to her shit.
She should have just owned up to
and
herself.
then seen if they could be through a lot.
But with regards to all of these conversations, I think nowadays what I've been seeing is ladies have been using the kids against the guy
for their personal issues.
It's sad, but
it's a very sad thing to witness and see, because now they'll use the kid to say the guy must actually like provide or
you won't get to see it.
or they won't get to see the kid, or
It's a story.
it's a especially in the townships. Guys, we are seeing a lot of.
I think it's because of how they were raised. Like I told you, if it depends on the mother. As a mother, you set the standard in your household. This is how you raise. Like for example, and I know a lot of black people are gonna relate with this. If we are all growing up in this household, like here right now, and then you got your own surname, you got your own father, and you're raised to believe that your father is your surname and your father, and that's just you. And we are different in this household, and everybody's got their own surname, and you go to your place, I go to my, and that's where the problem starts. Okay. And if you raise children in this house, whether it's in Lovu, Ngobo, all your kids must just respond to this one surname that is yours, whether their ID or their birth certificate is called whatever surname, but raise them in a way, because when they're older, they're going to practice the same thing that you were doing to them, to their kids. So I think it's sad that that's why you have such a society like 2000s.
Hey.
But okay, that's a story for another day.
Next time we're definitely inviting a 2000, and I wish that we get a guy and a girl.
It's very hard to debate with the 2000.
No, just their point of view.
Nothing goes here. Nothing.
I know we won't be debating with them. We'll be hearing their point of view. Because we want to know.
Which is dumb.
and we'll just
want to hear their opinions on.
And when you're winning the argument, they'll just say, "Oh yeah, that's done."
But
I don't talk to
you
those.
know what? Their opinion is very important.
It's very important because it's moving forward.
That's our reality now.
Yeah, that's what we
It's
actually.
scary to think that's our reality.
You know what's more scary?
Huh?
Raising a child in this.
Now.
Yo!
Hey, you guys, do you have a kid, Coco?
No.
Oh, hey.
I don't.
Yeah.
But she's not saying that in that sense. She would like a kid.
She wants children.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Wait, what?
Yeah?
That's fine.
You would like a kid.
I would love.
If a guy walks into a woman's toilet, what will your reaction be?
I'll slap him.
I know pervert.
I would slap him.
I know pervert.
I'll literally slap him.
Okay, so what's your views on all gender toilets?
Hell to the no.
Gender neutral toilets.
No.
That is disgusting, and not only that, no.
No, I'm not gonna pee in
But they're trying
the
to
same toilet
include
as this man that's
the
got this urinal there.
LGBTQ plus whatever.
Don't annoy me with that community now.
Don't say that, but I'm scared of those guys.
They're police. That's what they are.
Yeah,
They're
they
police.
are.
They'll try and shove their opinions and everything to. Don't tell me.
They are a minority that now has more power than the majority.
Yeah, because they.
I also agree with that. So, what do you guys say about this?
Okay, let's say with the
As
toilets,
women.
right? So you don't agree with it for the all gender toilets, right?
I know.
Listen, in an all gender toilet, now if you're gonna put a freaking all gender toilet there, I've got a small daughter and I'm taking my daughter to a female toilet, and now you're telling me it's all gender. There comes this freaking pedophile or the rapist, and now both of us can get raped in there, and I'm supposed to be okay with that.
It's not even about a safety issue. It's just
I'm all for safety.
The whole idea is idiotic.
No, this can just make me very
Okay.
angry.
Now let me give you a scenario. Let's say there's normal male and female toilets.
Okay.
I'm a man. I have a daughter. I literally have a daughter, right? 4 years old. Almost. And then she needs to go to the toilet. Do I take her into the men's toilet? Or do I
this
take
is
her to the
assuming
women's
there's
toilet?
no family toilet, obviously.
What would your reaction be if you see me walking in a woman's toilet with her?
My brother we've actually been in that very situation where he would stand in front of the door and just like, please walk her in. Please walk her in.
Walk a stranger in.
A stranger to take his child.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, let's say I'm not comfortable with that, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm not. Let's say you in the toilet.
No, it's nothing.
You're washing your hands or whatever, and you see me walk in the ladies' toilet with my daughter. What's your reaction?
You're making this hard. I don't care what
These are the rights we should be fighting for.
Hey, you guys, but I don't think, listen, you guys,
these
I don't
are the
think
rights
it's
we should be
fair
fighting for
me
as
to answer
men.
this question because I'm not a parent. So for
Okay.
me, whatever you explain doesn't make any sense for me.
No, it doesn't matter if you're a parent.
But I
I'm
think
also
as a
not a
woman-
parent.
As a woman, I'm not comfortable with the guy
I
who
think
thinks. Continue.
I'm not being biased about this. I would feel comfortable. Obviously, I can see he's got a child. I would feel comfortable
Come on,
with him
Elise.
taking his kid.
Let's say you are a woman and you have a son.
No, my son will pee in the ladies' toilet.
Listen, that's what all women do. They bring their sons to a female toilet. I would expect my husband to maybe walk into the toilet and say, if there's a woman there, they're obviously going to look at you like, what the hell are you doing here? Sorry, I just need to take my daughter to the toilet.
No. What if I'm not comfortable with letting a stranger take my daughter to the toilet?
No, you're in the toilet already. Most public toilets have a place where you can stand at the door. You can see her go into the toilet and come out of the toilet. I would think that would be okay. You're not walking straight into the toilet, going into the cubicle and stuff.
You have compassion for the situation because you're a mother and you have a daughter.
Yeah.
You being a single woman, you see a father and a daughter come into the woman's toilets.
Obviously, I have a heart. I will always try to assist. Right?
And maybe he doesn't
to make sure.
Maybe he doesn't look like a welcoming guy. Maybe he looks intimidating.
Maybe like Friendstein with like a bigger beard and he's always not shaved.
What?
Maybe he doesn't look like a... You know, you can see somebody doesn't look like
I know.
Yeah.
I know. All I'll say is, if I'm using a public toilet, a guy walks in, whether with a baby or whatever, I try to help, or he seems, because if you're carrying a baby, you cannot be unfriendly and scary carrying a baby. We kind of found out kind of message.
You never know,
Really?
Yeah.
If I try to help so that you stand there, because whatever the situation, whether baby has pooped, you need to change diapers. A guy in a woman's toilet is not natural.
He might be feeling uncomfortable. Come on, I mean, like, men got these open spaces, you know. So, like, with us, like all the malls that we've been to so far have a family toilet. And in that time now, what we have to do is, and you must know, just after COVID, we obviously started going to the malls. Rora was really small, so now you've got nappy changing. I will not, even in a family toilet, I will not open my daughter's diaper until it's clear of people.
Oh, okay, I guess what you're saying.
That's
like,
my daughter's body. I will not expose it. I mean, up till now, we both are the same way. We very cautious about that, right?
Can you guys tell me something? In the family toilets, because I've never been in there, is there guys changing kids' diapers without the mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
What irritates me is you've got a whole freaking single toilet for your own gender. Why are you in here when it's for us now who need to be here?
Remember I told you there's people that come in there with no children.
Really?
They're not supposed to be in there. Exactly.
They just come just because it's quiet.
Is this men or women?
Both.
Really?
Like some, okay.
Mostly women though. Mostly women.
And they're coming to freaking take selfies, and this is a toilet for us. There's only one toilet in. Do you know that? In a family toilet, there's a big change room, and there's one toilet, right? In this toilet, obviously now, the three of us would have went in. While he'll go to the toilet, so I can be with baby finishing the change. Okay. Or he'll change while I go, so that one of us is still with baby. That is a family toilet. We're allowed to do that. It's meant for a family.
Yeah.
Your single butt should not be there with no children.
But whenever I go in and there's a woman there, I still feel out of place.
Yeah. I'll also feel the same way.
So imagine.
Are you gonna take your little daughter to a male toilet?
No.
You will not. Listen, hell no. The problem might be, the way it will get tricky is, what if it's a case of someone being a pedophile or something?
Okay.
That's what gets scary.
Here's a double standard in what we're talking about. It's not okay for a man to take his daughter into a men's toilet, but it's okay for a woman to take a son into the woman's toilet. Because women are not predators.
No, I'm talking in general. We're talking in general about pedophile. The thing is, I wouldn't be comfortable with a little girl going into a male toilet just primarily because of the urinals.
So not because of the predator aspect.
Well, it's you're the parent. You're there. You are there with your child. You're there to protect your child.
Maybe you're not safe either as a parent. So.
No, flip. I will give my whole soul for my child.
Because a lot of men and boys have a lot of pride in the sense that they hardly admit to these things happening to them.
Yeah.
Molestation and that kind of thing, right?
True, yeah. And sometimes they think it's normal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now, so I'm asking, why is it okay to take a boy into a woman's toilet?
Guys, come on. The boy is young.
Mm-hmm.
What is
He's
he
going
gonna
into
do?
a cubicle.
So you can say a girl is young?
But the men are there.
Yeah, so what you trying to say?
No, but no. The child's not going by themselves. They're going with their parent.
Mm-hmm.
That is the
And
primary
the
thing.
issue
It's their
here in this
parent.
case is the parent, not the baby girl.
It's not
or the
anything
boy
else.
using whatever.
The moms, I've been in a toilet. This is before I even had a kid, right? Yeah, when you're young, you're like, huh? There's a little boy, but he's going into his toilet. His mother is standing outside the door. She's waiting for him to finish. She takes him out.
Excuse me. The difference is when I walk into the all-male toilet. Even just me without a baby, their urinals, they already made.
It's already making me uncomfortable.
Immediately whenever, but in the woman's toilet,
everything's hidden.
Everything.
Okay.
So
here's another double standard.
Okay. Wait, why is this a double standard? Because we're explaining this to you, we're clearing this now.
No, it's
not
still a
clear.
double standard.
Yeah, it's not clear.
It's still a double standard because you guys are justifying.
But then, you just said you won't be comfortable taking your daughter into
That's
the
my
men's
opinion.
toilet.
I'm saying, why
it
do
doesn't
women...
change the fact that it's true.
Okay.
A whole lot of dads would agree with you. They will not be comfortable taking their daughter into a male toilet, primarily because of how your toilet is set up.
Listen, you guys agree that it would be okay for a guy to stand at a female toilet and say, and tell another woman, can you please take her to the toilet?
I've seen that happen.
No.
I've seen that happen.
No. Obviously, like at our age, like our daughter can kind of help herself. She can assist herself.
No, you're not answering my question.
What?
I'm answering because I'm saying yes.
Yeah.
We're saying yes.
You're saying yes. That would be okay.
You're just gonna stand there, so please walk and stand there.
You know,
I'm not gonna be okay. I'm not gonna, because I don't know who that lady is. What if she is a bit of a crapster now, and now I'm gonna send her to go to the closed door
and she's attracted to young girls.
So what?
No.
Okay, Coco, let me.
You know how
not everyone's gonna have the heart to be like, you know what, I literally, like, if a guy came to me and he's got his little daughter and he's now feeling uncomfortable, I know what it's like to have that kid, but it's not, doesn't really matter about that. It's obviously the type of person you are.
Since you, and I'm not saying that you're wrong in saying so, since you say that you do think it's okay for a guy to give another woman his daughter to say, please, can you please take her to the toilet, right? Will you take your son to the men's toilet and tell one of the men, please take him?
See, for me, it's sorted. I told you, boys are more than welcome in the females' toilet. My sister's got 5 kids. I told you this.
Yes.
And the youngest one is a boy. He's 2 years old. And last week, my sister was in hospital, so I had to take care of the babies.
Okay.
And I did that. We just walked in.
You walked into the women's toilet.
Yeah, with him, he had to do his business. I stood there. We walked into the stalls.
Women's toilet or men's toilet?
Women's
toilet. Okay.
Why wouldn't you do that?
What?
Take your son to a men's toilet and tell
I don't see anybody else's parts.
No, tell a man.
Give your son
the
over
moment
to
I
a man.
set foot into the men's toilet, probably there's a man there, but they can doing his business. I don't know what you're doing.
The thing is,
no, let's flip the role to say.
The thing is, I would not give another female my child. So why would I give a male? It's not like there's no double standard. I'm not giving any stranger my kid.
Okay.
That's where I'm at. It's not like, oh, I can give it to one. No, just stay away from my child. We'll make a plan. If I have to make the child pee in the bottle, then that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, that's good.
Do you think majority of women, do you think they would say it's okay to let another woman take your daughter?
I've seen how defensive women get when it comes to their babies.
No,
so
we won't.
No.
We won't.
As much as
there might be a few that might be okay with it, but I would speak for the moms. All the moms I know, they won't.
Even the moms I know. I was just saying because you know.
It's not something they'll be okay with. No.
I mean, I'm not.
Listen, the way our world is right now, maybe 30, 40 years ago, maybe 40 years ago, you could maybe go and say, hey, please take everybody. When we listen about our childhood, everybody's mother was that one person, like how you're saying, they will be able to do all these things. We can't expect the same thing now, so it's not.
I mean, I wanted to refer to, because we were talking about rape and stuff. Guys, there's this new trend that women are doing, whereby they are accusing guys of rape if the guy doesn't give them money in the morning. Let's say they had sex, and the guy doesn't want to give them money,
Yo, that is
and then they're accusing them of rape. And because we have to believe the woman, the guy is always
That makes
charged.
me very angry. Literally, it can make me saying something like that could make me so emotional. You don't play with something like that,
dude.
You don't play with that shit. If you want to have sex for money, then say it like it is
from the beginning, and say you are selling from the beginning.
That's okay. If that's your business, cool. It's your freaking business. But don't play with a big word like that that holds so many meaning to other people that have overcome that shit. For you to now use it loosely. Okay, molestation is real. It's real. Rape is real.
It a loose subject now, because
we're gonna go back to gender and be like, yeah, well, we're fighting for rights, and then we're getting rights, we're getting our 16 days of activism, we're getting all those things, and now we're going and trashing it to do what? To get money.
Sometimes to get back at the guy. Sometimes they use that to get back at the guy.
Then don't have sex, man. Have sex and know what you're doing.
This is... Women don't understand how much power they have. Right? Or they take advantage of the power.
Exactly. No, they understand the power.
They understand.
Trust me. Yeah.
So, simple scenario. They have sex, and then it meant more to the woman than it did for the guy, right? Let's say. And then after it, she is all in her feelings, and then he's like, no, it was just a one night thing. I don't.
Yeah.
She can easily go and say she was raped.
Yeah.
That's what is happening.
It's you know what? It's very sad that people can go to that extent for. It's very sad that people can go to that extent for feelings.
What do you think, Coco?
It's a very sensitive issue, guys.
It is. That's why I brought it up, because
growing up in a township, I've witnessed that, and it's
You've witnessed what?
Well, guys being accused, because it's a very tough, I don't know, decision to make, because sometimes you'd find that a guy did not do anything, but how do you believe a guy of a crying girl, you know? Only to find that the guy actually did do it, and the guy is just denying, and is that good? So it's a very, like, I'm saying
it can
quite
go either way.
Because it's a very, and you can imagine if the girl is lying, she just ruined his life. And if the guy is just denying, he just ruined it. For me, it's a very sensitive.
It's a very thin line to.
Women can be very vengeful, bro.
Yeah, no.
They don't care that it's going to ruin your life.
Then just go bust his windows of his car or something, man.
No, sometimes you wanna do something.
You know, I don't understand why someone would go to that extent.
It pisses me off, because this is the reason why it's so hard for guys and girls to actually get along and talk about things. Because now women don't really trust guys, you know, and guys don't trust girls, because that happens sometimes. Because I had a girl in my room, and all of a sudden she's accusing me of such, you know, and women don't trust guys because guys do such stupid shit like that, you know.
I think it's in the same. Okay, we can't cure rape.
We can't.
We can't cure it.
We as men, I think we need to take some type of responsibility.
No, I was going to get there as well.
Against this type of guys, and see if there is a way to kind of prevent men getting women into those type of
100%.
Because I heard this from someone. Unfortunately, it wasn't in South Africa, but he was saying that the best thing that we can do as men is to try and teach these guys from a very young age how to treat women. How to.
I think it's that day.
I think it needs to go back to that.
That's 100%.
Because I think where it went wrong years ago is this dynamic of guys not growing around their fathers and all of that. It all goes back to that. So
that's a good
point. Think that the best way now, because there's no cure for it, obviously. It's how we move from this, and how we actually teach our children how to engage with women, how to talk to women, how to treat a woman, and actually be be there for our kids.
And this is
from school to home.
This is why men's health needs to be
a very big thing.
A very big thing.
A very big thing.
Because of how they are wired, all the trauma changes who they are. Exactly. And it makes them weak to all these temptations.
Yeah, I agree. So I think it all starts there. How men or boys are actually taught from a young age.
Yeah.
And then they'll grow up with that.
And I funny enough, I was actually thinking about this last night. How many mistakes that I've made in how I've treated other people would I have not made if I had a strong, good father figure in my life?
You mean woman?
What?
No,
people or
no,
women?
People in general.
People in general.
People in general. Okay, no, not
from a morality point of view.
Okay.
From
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Women especially, but in general.
In general, yeah.
So you're saying like your growing up has affected
it does.
How you treat people in general. Yeah.
Okay. And situations in general, like life itself. No, having it that father figure or not your father per se.
Yeah, figure to say, hey, when this happens, come on, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Do it like this. A lot of women think that men are just okay.
That's the thing. We come off as strong. So
2000.
I saw a post.
What are you crying
I
for?
saw a post where a guy was saying, I literally cried in front of my girlfriend and she laughed.
What?
Yeah. I don't know where what the conversation was.
Too immature.
And people are saying, what was the conversation about? He's saying, no, it's something I can't talk about on social media. But the fact that she cried and I was actually...
He cried or she cried?
No, I mean the fact that she laughed.
Yeah.
When I was trying to come off to this person and say, I trust this person I can talk to about. And then she laughed. Now, imagine how hurt this guy is.
Yeah.
There was
He'll never cry in front of a woman again.
There was a Twitter thread that said, when did you know that it was over, that your relationship was over?
Yeah.
And the woman said, when he cried in front of me.
Wow. Okay. That's what we're dealing with. Yeah, guys, we've covered so much on this episode, eh?
It looks like we need more time.
Yeah, we do.
But we don't really have more time.
I cannot wait to read people's opinions and see what they
give us your
actually
comments,
say.
whether good or bad, whether negative or positive. We want to hear what you have to say. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the bell notification so that you get notified every time we drop.
The shop.
Have to hit the shop.
And Coco, don't be.
I'll stab you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Next episode.